to kind of set the scene for you, we're expecting this thing to, charge through the Caribbean Sea, possibly then move into the Gulf of America.
Medium chance to develop in the coming days. Odds are 40% in the next 2 days, as well as the next 7 days.
Welcome back to the Carry Handle podcast with your hosts Bryce and Kevin. And Kevin is with me as always. I'm a professional podcaster. How are you, Kevin?
I am well.
Excellent. I'm so happy to hear this. What how's your Monday been?
Today's Monday?
It is in fact Monday, yes.
Does it
It's
feel
incredible.
like a Monday?
It's fucking sick.
Well, I never work on Mondays. So.
I know. Yeah, that's funny. I think that's really funny.
What has precipitated our evening tonight?
I am billing for my writing, and I forgot how to do this correctly, so my editor might be mad at me, but that's okay. I figured we could go through the miscellaneous shit from Jesus Christ, from from SHOT Show, and just kind of talk about some stuff that fell by the wayside. Mostly, I really want to touch on this. So we were talking to a friend of the channel, and he warned us about the Zenith booth, because I was like, oh, we can go by and look at some MP5s and maybe an AP, like maybe a 5.56 something or other. And he was like, no, it's mostly roller delayed slop. Like, and I was like, oh, it can't be that bad. It's that bad.
It was exactly
absolutely that bad.
What the friend in the channel said. Speaking of friends in the channel.
Yes, friends of the channel. I shall do the thing. Hold on. Friends of the channel are as follows. If I can find the file thing. Here we go.
I'm surprised you don't have it written down on your desk. Like on a
the
piece
Carry
of
Handle
paper.
podcast, friends of the channel, courtesy of Mike. Obviously, we have to thank my beautiful wife up top. Very much appreciate her orchestrating all of this nonsense. Hannah, thank you so much, sweetheart. She's obviously the one that schedules all of this nonsense and filters through my special brand of autism. We also have Hammy 3D prints, thousands of products for firearm storage and other fun stuff like CMMG conversion bolt condom holder things, which are really sick, and that actually might be my favorite product. Firearm stands, firearm hanging solutions, mag wells, kill flashes, anything you can imagine. 10% off is Carry Handle 10 or whatever permeation, because for a while I didn't have a read to figure out what the fuck they were. So 10% off. We don't get any kickbacks from any of these. Just really cool guys and friends of the channel. We have 19 Charlie Tactical Gunsmithing Kydex holsters, thousands of dropship gun parts, accessories, tools, and firearms. If you have a roller delayed something or other, a SIG 550 series parts kit, AK parts kit, someone fucked your Cheerios and you need it fixed, Mike over at 19 Charlie Tactical is your boy. He's going to do it right. He has graciously provided 10% off discount code for his website, the Carry Handle 10 for 10% off. Like I said, no kickbacks. We just love these guys. They're friends of the channel. It's in the name. Last but not least, Eastern Shore Sling Company, handmade rifle slings and custom sewing, dog leashes too. That should be Carry Handle 10 or just Carry Handle, one of the two, 10% off. Maryland-based company. We love their nylon. We love more specifically, Kevin and I love their Rhodesian brushstroke slings. Pretty sure that's Kevin's main sling. We are big fans. Gotta support the Maryland boys. All right, let's get into this. Zenith roller delayed everything, literally everything. Why?
Anything and everything they could. They're just like, yep, roller delayed. And the crazy thing was, they were really hyped about it.
Yeah,
that was the funny thing.
They were very excited. It's like, who told you this was a good idea? I don't understand.
It reminds me of the child that discovers like some new item or food or something.
Yeah.
And then they eat like ridiculous amounts of it, and people are like, why are you eating that, and why?
Please
because
stop
it's
doing
good,
this.
because I like it. It kind of like gives me that vibe. Like they're like,
Yeah.
oh, people like roller delay everything. Like, but it's not appropriate for everything. What? All I heard was roller delay.
Right. Well, and it was interesting because it seemed like they took like AI and they were like, all right, how do we make this? How do we'll tell AI to make us a modern roller delayed firearm. And the exact thing that popped out is what they made. There was no more critical thought into it than that. Because I mean, if you look at them, I'm looking at screenshots of it right now. They have a 7.62 by 39 variant with an AR magwell, which is weird. They have like basically AR controls, but they also have the HK style charging handle, which kind of makes using anything on top of or in the path of that charging handle basically not useful at all. It makes it not usable at all. They have M-lock at the what I guess 1, 3, 6, 7. Like they have all of the M-lock, but half of it you can't use because of the charging handle. And if they're threaded muzzles, so you can suppress them. But if you suppress them, you need to change a locking piece, like in literally every other roller gun. So I I don't know. I don't get it. I don't understand what the point of this is.
Yeah, the whole like AI driving design seems to be becoming more and more prevalent.
Yeah.
In the industry. I mean, another segue, another design feature that looked like that was the EOTech.
Oh.
Like AI came up with the design. No.
Oh
Okay,
my
I'll be fully honest. I don't really like the EOTech as
He
a
is
system,
an unapologetic EOTech hater.
but the EOTech at SHOT Show, and even you said this, Bryce. It seemed like an AI design thing. I mean, so just kind of driving home the point that maybe AI is more prevalent in the
To be fair,
development
I think
sphere.
I may have stolen that either from Brass Facts or or Focus Trip. I may have just copied them. But I think it's pretty apt, personally.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know. And you know, it was interesting. I was watching the Brass Facts video and he was talking about how it may not have been a super swell idea to get rid of the shroud because that was like half the impact resistance. And when you take away the shroud and keep the adjustments the same as is, they're effectively exposed, which means if you drop it any kind of way, you're basically driving those adjustments back into the body of the optic. And it's like, that
Yeah, or
may not be the call.
putting it in a gun bag or like toting it to and from your
Well,
area
yeah,
of
and there's nothing
operations.
stopping them
Yeah.
from getting adjusted. So that's weird. That's a weird choice, right?
It's
So
peculiar to say the least.
indeed. Uh I don't know. I kind of what I kind of wish is they had retroactively put the Shake Awake and those other features into like their legacy options. I think that would have been more compelling for me at the very least.
No, that would be too much like right and too simple. That would be too. We can't comprehend the amazingness that I might actually have been turned on to Neotech.
No, you wouldn't.
We can't. I may have. Shake Awake.
Really?
I mean, what are my grapes? My grapes are it's heavy, and it burns
Yeah.
batteries. So if you take
Well,
away the burned battery, maybe
you're
I can
saying
get over
if-
the heaviness.
Okay. Well,
Maybe. Not
maybe.
not
I'm not
definitively.
making any promises here.
Yeah, not definitively, but it would take away one of my grapes.
Yeah. Well, so what are your main gripes? Let's get these all in one place. What does Kevin not like about EOTechs?
They're humongous for what they are, and they
Fair.
burn batteries.
That I mean,
And if you're not
I don't
running
think it's
night,
really
if
that
you're not
bad.
running night vision, then
Yeah.
there's a lot better choices that I like out
Right.
there for my, to borrow words from Kirk, use case.
Use case.
You
Yes,
know?
Kirk is definitely a a
I
big advocate of use case.
Yeah, I mean, I have a little like T2 knockoff Hollow Sun and a
Mhm,
magnifier, and it works for me for what I'm going to use it for. If I ever get into night vision or sway towards night vision,
mhm.
then I would consider, yeah, I'm an EOTech because that's like one of the better. I've seen it under night vision, and I'm like, okay, I understand what it's for
Mhm,
in the application that it's used for, but
mhm.
currently I'm not doing any of that stuff. So
I
I'm
will
not going to
say,
throw money at it.
I think the EOTech is basically unrivaled in terms of shooting experience, just full stop, day or night. I think it is the best. People may hem and haw about field of view, and obviously it's like, oh, who cares? Because you should be target focused. And yeah, well, that's true. Uh, it's basically like it's like a heads up display. It is the best experience in terms of using a red dot or a electronic sight. I don't think you can beat it personally. However, living with one, I can understand maybe not being the most ideal thing in the world. Mostly because I don't think mine has stayed on a rifle for more
I
than a month.
was just gonna ask how many times has that EOTech topped around your rifle inventory?
Been a couple. it's
Mhm, mhm.
it's been it has hopped around a number of times.
So it's like a $2 whore on a Friday night.
Yeah, kinda.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't ever seem to make it fit. I just now, granted, part of it is like an aesthetic thing, you know? I'm like, "Oh, I like this for whatever reason," and it's fine, you know? Uh, I mean, I say that, but even I don't really agree with that. It's not ideal. It's so heavy. But oh, and then when you put it on, like, one of those hipster risers, like a
Mhm.
193 or something like that, it's basically worse, or not even basically, it's so much worse because when it's lower 1/3 on its, like, normal height mount, it balances fine, especially if you have a rifle that is just for shooting and not for anything else. Uh, I don't even know how best to
Mm.
describe that. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
I wanna like it more.
I mean, and the other thing is the weight. The weight. That
Well,
I
yeah, I
don't.
guess I guess that's what I mean, I meant that, but yeah.
I
It's,
mean,
there's
yeah,
parts that aren't great.
well, I mean, just to put it into context, one of the pictures you took was me holding the XM3 rifle, the A rifle. That thing was chunky, and you can't tell in the pictures because I was doing my best to, put it out on my mind. I was struggling
Yeah,
holding this gargantuan heavy at obviously, it's not meant to be held up, you know, I get it, it's a sniper rifle, blah, 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 but
yeah.
the idea is ounces equal pounds even when you're not thinking about it, so why
Yeah,
would
I
I
mean,
put a
it's the
heavy
so the
object
real
on my
quick
gun?
real quick, the point of that is explicit. The barrel profile on that is supposed to the short barrel is offset by the barrel thickness. That's the idea, is keeping it very rigid, keeping it shorter, so it sort of makes up for the short barrel. That's the idea. Also, it was a very specific tool for that thing. So, and then also like the Mark 8, Mark 13, uh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was just
trainer. But yeah,
using it contextually as, like, a weight
right.
thing.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. Uh, I, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't remember if the new EOTech was heavier or lighter.
I think
Do you?
I think it was slightly lighter,
Okay. Well,
but
it had a
not
it had a dial, kind of like the the LCO, which as you well know, I love the LCO, like, a lot. I love that optic. However, the living with it and shooting with it, the glass clarity is unrivaled. Like, it has that beautiful, I mean, the glass is it's very pleasant to look through. And as long as you're shooting very static, you don't really notice that it has an absolutely horrendous refresh rate. However, I'll
Yeah.
be completely honest. I don't really notice it that much. It's not that bad. It's not great, but I also don't care, and I love that optics, so I'm
Well,
willing to I'm
you
willing
know,
to deal with it.
you know, you
Also
know
has
what?
terrible battery life too.
Well, you know what else? You know who else talking about? Not bad, not great. Or not. Not bad, not terrible. Is what was it? Oh yeah, Chernobyl and the radiation. Yeah, yeah. Not terrible,
Yeah, it
but it
wasn't
was.
ideal, mind you. Uh, yeah, I don't know, man. It I don't know. I wanted to like it more. I was really excited when it came out. Kevin knows this. I was like freaking out about it. But also
I
really
can
quickly,
confirm he was
I'm
indeed
looking
freaking
at
out.
I'm looking at an ad on the firearm blog or on T-Tag for Lone Wolf, and Lone Wolf used an AI generated image of their own product. I'll send this to you.
Incredible.
I'll send this to you right now. Hold on. People can hear this live. We're doing it live, as it were.
You know what? I did like. I like to pivot a little bit to some of the stuff I did like and we didn't talk about yet. I was like, I I did like putting my hands on the Mac 1014 finally. Just validating
Yeah,
my
that's we had talked
validating
about that.
my
But you
own
didn't
wanting.
like the agency version of that.
Yeah, I like simplicity. I mean, it's gonna be a trash blaster. It
Yeah, that's
doesn't need
fair.
to do anything more serious than blast trash.
All right, I just sent it to you.
I'm going to hover my mouse over the icon and click on it, and I'm going to now click on Brace's icon, and oh my god, what the fuck is that?
It's an
What
AI
is that?
render of their own shit. It's also mirrored, which I think is hilarious.
That
So
hurts
yeah,
me
that's
because
weird.
I own a lone wolf blower.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't
yeah, that was
really
kind of
use
funny.
it anymore because I have an RSM blower and I quite like it.
It is kind of funny, all the aftermarket frames. It's like, why buy that when you well, with the exception of you can use Glock aftermarket triggers, which I mean, to be fair, is still pretty.
It's funny you say that because I recently went to the range to test the 365 trigger
Mhm.
sprint that I did.
Yeah.
Made it very pleasant to shoot. I was like, wow. And then, I shot my carry again, my RXM with the brown oil slide and yada, yada,
Here,
yada.
keep talking. I have to
No.
do something real quick. Keep riffing.
And that was pretty cool because the trigger pull on that felt like a worn in, worn Glock trigger versus like my OG trigger that I was using, which was kind of like spongy and like gross. And I don't know. I mean, the Magpul RXM is pretty decent. And maybe I can put a little Easter egg in here for a brace. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my cow. Bryce is gonna listen to this in the edit room now. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my country cow. I'm 62 Bryce so he can go to the edit room. But all seriousness, it was good. Pete 65, Armory Craft, springs, upgrading the trigger spring, the firing pin spring, safety plunger spring, sear spring, basically all the springs that you need to upgrade. And the video for Armory Craft is very hands-on, very point by point, super simple. Unless you lose a detent spring for the safety, then you have to buy a new detent spring or new safety in general. Oh, are you back? Nope, he's not back. I don't know what else to really think about. Oh, I shot my 22.
It's the producer.
Oh my God, help me! Oh, Jesus.
She was just listening the whole time. Oh god.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
But did
I'm
did
back
she
now.
did she hear my Easter egg?
I didn't hear anything you just said.
Perfect. You'll hear it in the editing.
Good. I'm so excited. Oh, all right. Let's go to. So, Kevin, you haven't played with a Spaz 12, right? Before, you played
I
with the clone.
have been completely under the misinformation that it was a French gun because I played Hitman as a kid and the French police had it, and I never did any more investigatory towards it like an idiot.
Yeah. Well, no, I meant more that
No,
you.
I've never touched one.
Okay, so you didn't know how bad it was.
Did I say it was bad? I thought it was cool.
Oh, uh,
I would buy it.
okay.
I would buy it.
Really?
Again, if it's a trash blaster,
Right.
I can verify getting some gargantuan hunk of beautiful Italian
Well, let me
steel.
see if I can find the Bronco Arms Spaz 12. Here we go.
Is it under
It's
$3
called the
grand?
SPSF. Well, I don't even know if it's available yet. Ooh, it comes with 1913. Well, I guess. If only I had. I genuinely don't remember.
Yeah,
I guess I could have called this. I don't think anybody else wrote about it. Huh. All right, let me see if I can find a
I don't think there's a price for
price
it yet.
tag. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I don't know who that is.
They make knockoff Brunellis too.
Oh wow.
The emote is
Oh, awesome. Hannah's talking to me about some admin stuff because she's
Ooh,
awesome.
dude, look up the SPS. That's really interesting.
Uh,
It's basically the Spaz 12, but they replaced the with a normal stock.
I mean the Frankie had a version of the spas that just had a fixed stock, so
Yeah, I think that's what they have. That's pretty interesting. It's on the same website, just SPS. It's SPSF.
King. They also have a shitload of like really bad. Oh yeah. Oh wow. I actually kind of like that.
I know, right? It kind of takes off like remember we were talking about removing like things that were not very like you don't like one thing at a time you don't like. So the one thing you don't
Yeah.
like, I know, is stock for the original spots.
So, but I mean, at that point, it's no longer anything I care about anyway. So if I were gonna get one at all, it would be with that stock, that terrible, terrible stock, and then I would mount it on a wall and then never shoot it, ever.
You'd have to shoot it at least once.
I wouldn't actually. It's America.
You would. Yeah,
I wouldn't.
would, but okay.
Never a single time would I pull the trigger. I would actually buy one of those just to never shoot it, just because you said I had to. My
Okay.
spite knows no bounds.
Don't shoot it, actually. In fact, mount it on the wall. Don't shoot it at all.
That's the plan.
Never pull the trigger on it.
Not on a live round. I would play with the trigger though. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm not
I
trying
had
to use
a
reverse psychology.
I had a coworker that had a Spaz 12, and he would never shut the fuck up about it. It's like he's like, "Oh, I had a Spaz, or I have a Spaz." I'm like, "I don't care. I'm sorry that you made a bad decision and bought a piece of shit. Good for you. Shut up about it."
I mean, they're cool.
No, they're not.
Yeah,
I think they're stupid. If you want a pump action convertible to a semi-automatic, buy a fucking M2. They're actually good.
No, I don't want to buy an M2. I want to buy a Spaz.
Gross. Absolutely disgusting.
Well, I'll be absolutely disgusting with my Spaz. Thank you.
I like the Night Guard. I'm pretty happy that that's bad. However, I really hope that eventually Smith & Wesson and Lipsies will replicate some of the more fun barrel lengths. I think that'd be pretty compelling. It'd be really cool if they came out with a 45, maybe a 10 mil, because right now they're just offering the 357 and 44 Magnum, which is cool. However, it's a scandium frame revolver. So a scandium frame 44 Magnum. Well, maybe not
Uh,
super fun. So,
Jesus,
I don't care. I'll probably still buy one.
I didn't realize how much these Alpha Fox shotguns are.
They are under $2,000.
Yeah, but I
They're like
mean,
11.
I don't know. I didn't like the safety, but
Actually,
that was my only gripe. It was really pinching my finger.
yeah, I have to agree. If I were to get one of those, I would get rid of the safety. However, we had a buddy that really was hot for them. I kind of had a problem with the frames in terms of it feeling pretty cramped. I also wish the beaver tail was a little bit more pronounced because I kind of felt like I kept getting the hollow of my hand and it wasn't reliably stripping the grip safety.
Yeah,
Also,
I think I broke one of them too.
a bit perfect. A bit of a spoiler, unfortunately. Brett from Nightwood Guns, also a friend of the channel. We've had him on. Definitely go listen to that episode.
Hi,
He
Brett.
said that the comp didn't actually change the characteristics of the gun very much, which I thought was a bit
Really?
of a bummer. Yeah.
Is it
So
is it
it's
backported?
well, it's not ported. It has a comp. So it's not back.
Oh.
It doesn't really need to be backboard, but if it doesn't really have any kind of expansion chamber, then it may not be as
Gotcha.
efficient, maybe. I don't know exactly how the characteristics on that would work, but I I don't know. I want to like it more than I do. I think it's interesting. At least the slide is it takes S15, the Glock 48 shield arms mags. I think that's pretty cool. I don't know. I like that the newer versions have a conversion plate so you can use it with RMR footprint. I didn't like the frame. It felt like it was more of an afterthought. It didn't really fill my hand very much. It still felt kind of cramped, but
Yeah.
I still thought it was more compelling than other shit that we saw. With the exception, however, I was still actually even more excited for the bodyguard after Viridian and Gideon came out with dedicated slide ride optics.
Dots. Yeah.
Yeah. So it is official. Hannah is going to be getting a bodyguard, and she's going to get one of those Gideon red dots.
Oh, nice.
So
very nice.
what I might do is I might get one of the Gideons and one of the Viridians and because I'm gonna get two bodyguards, one for me and one for her.
Which one was the one that you didn't like because it was hanging off a little bit?
The Viridian one is the one that was like it was sticking out the back.
Okay.
But I think it would be kind of interesting to have a comparison between the two to see if they're really different, that much different. However, so what's cool about the Gideon is it actually has like a battery tray. So you don't have to take the optic off. I think with the Viridian, it's sandwiches. Actually, hold on.
I don't like
Let me
this.
make sure. Hold on.
I've had experience with that with my 365 Romeo that I've since have taken off because I'm definitely afraid of stripping the screws again. And yeah, the sandwich battery styles are kind of like
That's what
not
the
very fun.
Legacy RMR did too.
They're not very fun when you have to change the battery because you always have to worry about stripping screws.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, it goes on the bottom. So the Viridian goes on the bottom and what the hell is it? The Gideon it has a battery tray. Damn, maybe I'll just get two Gideons.
Well, I found the one thing I might actually work towards.
What is that?
The 1911 AOS gear pack. It's at Brownells and it's 11. Call it like $12.50 after shipping and fees. So call it 13. Call it 13. So for $1,300, I get a 9mm 1911, 4 1/4 barrel, 5 mags, and a Viridian mountain optic.
The The magazines are of dubious quality typically from the factory because chances are they're going to end up being like the mech gars, and those aren't super great. The gold standard for 9mm mags are going to be like the Wilson Combats and the Chip McCormick's.
I mean, it's still it'll get me into the spear. It'll give me something to kind of get my feet wet,
Yeah, that's fair.
rather than just buying just a naked gun with like 2 mags. And I'm just like, at least this I could go and put it through its paces, and then I obviously get better mags. And it's like if you buy a Glock and like a clocked out Glock, you gotta get better mags for it. You can't
Yeah.
just keep running the same clocked out mags.
Really quickly, as an aside,
Mm,
I kind of think Holosun might be the OE for Gideon for this optic.
really?
Yeah, the battery tray looks identical. Here, look up the Gideon Gideon optics Pebble.
And then GI Pebble.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
So you're saying,
In
are you
stock.
saying Hollow Sun copying or Gideon copying Hollow Sun?
Gideon's very open that they contract. They're not made in house. They contract, and they're like budget friendly optics. They're very open about.
Yeah, oh wow, they are pretty budget friendly. Holy crap.
Yeah, $200, not bad.
Yeah.
But the Pebble, it's just a 407.
It's just, well, just put a 407 on your bodyguard.
Dude, I'm looking at my 407 right now. It literally is just a 407. That's like a slot for the. Yeah, I'll probably just get 2 of these. I was gonna say, oh, I'll try the Viridian, but I don't think there's really a reason for me to try the Viridian, especially since it's more money and it doesn't
Right.
have a battery tray. So every time I want to change the battery on that fucking thing, I have to take it off. And then
But yeah, I'm looking
it's
at
gonna be
it.
worse.
Yeah, you're right. It is just a 407.
Yeah, and to make it worse, I'd have to do it on 2 guns because I'd probably have to be doing it for Hannah for a little bit. And this one has 30,000 hours. What's the... Hold on. Buffeting.
Buffeting.
What is the... Shake Awake? Duh. Everybody knows it has Shake Awake. Well, it doesn't have battery. Doesn't have a battery life on here.
I'm looking at the Gideon Omega Red Dot now because I typed in Gideon, and it actually looks pretty compelling.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're probably all just like the same OE that every other optics company is using. But, I mean, they look nice. They're probably Holosun or at least a very similar factory. Yeah, I mean, I also just like the owner seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
So he's just like, yeah, it's a budget red dot. It gets you to the range. It's like, oh, I like you. You're a neat guy. We should probably try to get him on. He seems like a cool guy.
Indeed he does.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, that was fun. This is a quick episode. We'll probably go back to our longer form firesides. We might do another one later this week. We'll see. I guess it kind of depends on what we feel like. But yeah, until then, we also have the analytics to consider. And if we do more, we get noticed more. And you guys listen to us more because we love you. And you are awesome. And we appreciate you listening.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Very cool. You should like and subscribe.
On Facebook and Instagram.
And Twitter and Spotify. You should listen there too. If you
Aren't they
heard
listening
this on
to
Spotify.
this on Spotify right now?
Well, they could be, but there's also YouTube podcasts, so all of the places.
We always forget where we post this stuff.
We don't know where this is. Thank you for listening wherever you're listening to, but you should also like the other places that we are. And
Who are we and what the hell are we doing here?
Yeah, I don't know how we got here. So thank you for letting us talk directly into your ear holes.
Ah, right to the brain.
Thanks for listening. Bye.
Adios.